Common mistakes when approaching a woman, what you should avoid. Have you ever found yourself in an uncomfortable situation exchanging glances with a woman, realizing that she noticed your gaze, but not knowing exactly how to act? In this video, I will address the common mistakes that men make when looking at or approaching a woman and what you should avoid doing. Sometimes, there might have been a strange exchange of glances where you looked at her, she looked back, but quickly looked away, leaving you without understanding the meaning of that moment. Nowadays, it's common to hear some men say not to look at women at all, claiming that it can be interpreted as harassment. However, in reality, the risk of having your gaze misinterpreted is more related to how you do it and the environment in which it occurs. So, pay attention as I explore the incorrect ways to look at a woman and what you should do instead. First mistake when looking at a woman, avoid staring at the body. The first mistake you should not make when looking at a woman is directing your gaze to her body. In the flirting zone, when approaching a woman you want to get to know, it's crucial to focus on the neck and above. If your goal is to attract a woman's attention positively, especially one who could potentially be valuable for a relationship, keep your gaze on the eyes and, eventually, the mouth. However, avoid looking directly at the body, even if the woman is admirable for her physical appearance. This practice can be interpreted negatively and compromise your intentions. Therefore, when wanting to create a positive impression, keep the focus on the facial region, thus reducing the risk of being misunderstood. Now, let's explore another inappropriate behavior that should be avoided. Second mistake when looking at a woman, avoid the obsessive stare. The second mistake you should avoid when looking at a woman is presenting an obsessive stare. Maintaining a fixed gaze in a disturbing way can be uncomfortable for the other person, causing a sense of intrusion and even danger. Imagine a situation where you enter a subway, and you notice someone who keeps staring at you, regardless of your actions. This can be frightening, as nowadays, an obsessive stare can be interpreted as a sign of possible danger. People have legitimate fears of becoming victims of unwanted situations, and a persistent gaze can trigger that fear. Therefore, avoid fixing your gaze obsessively on a woman, no matter how beautiful you find her or feel that she is showing interest. We already understand that looking at the body is not appropriate, and now it's also clear that maintaining an obsessive stare is discouraged. Understanding these signals can assist in interpreting the interest or lack of interest of a woman. Let's explore some of these expressions and behaviors. Looking away to the side. When a woman looks away to the side, it is often interpreted as an avoidant posture, indicating disinterest. This action may be automatic and suggest that she did not feel attracted. Looking down. When the woman looks down, it can be an involuntary gesture caused by an increase in adrenaline, indicating that she felt embarrassed. This can be both a positive reaction of interest and a response to shyness. Direction of feet. If a woman's feet are directed towards you, it may be a sign of interest. Body language, including the direction of the feet, can indicate her attention is focused. Grooming and adjustments. If the woman is grooming herself, adjusting her clothes or hair, especially after noticing that you are looking at her, this may be an indication that she is aware of your presence and interested. Understanding these signals as part of a scale of interest can offer insights, but it's important to remember that individual interpretation may vary. Each person is unique, and the context of the situation also plays a crucial role in analyzing these behaviors. Being attentive to these signals can be helpful. Indeed, if you notice that a woman looks at you frequently and looks away when she realizes you are watching her, an effective way to determine if that gaze is genuinely curious about you is to approach her and start a conversation. However, it's crucial to approach the situation with sensitivity and respect for the woman's personal space. Approaching a woman does not mean coming and making a direct statement. Currently, the best way to start a conversation is indirectly, mentioning something observed in the environment you are in, something related to her, or making a casual observation. This approach establishes a more comfortable environment for women. Remember not to wait too long to start the conversation. Absolutely, you brought up a very important point. Spending an entire week just looking at a woman in the same environment, trying to understand the meaning of her gaze, is a behavior that can create discomfort and insecurity, both for you and her. This attitude reflects fear and total insecurity, and it is indeed counterproductive. It is essential to overcome fear and insecurity by taking the initiative to start a conversation in a respectful and authentic way. The fear of not understanding what her gaze means can create a cycle of inaction, where no interaction is established. Indeed, waiting too long without taking any action can result in a significant waste of energy and time. Take the initiative so that communication can flow in a healthy manner. You brought up a very valid point. If you notice signs of interest from a woman who appears to be single, such as her looking at you and looking away a few times, it is important to act quickly. The initial approach can be simple, starting a conversation about the environment you are in, providing an opportunity to assess her openness and reciprocity. Taking the initiative to talk to the woman not only speeds up the process of understanding the signals but also demonstrates masculine energy and confidence. This avoids wasting time and allows you to identify more clearly if there is potential mutual interest. Like the video. Leave a like, share, and until next time. Strong embrace.